Wow, I suck at streaming. I didn't even realize my Spotify thing was muted and I just showed it. That's terrible. Um, I'm just gonna give me like a few minutes setting everything up, then we will start the stream soon, hopefully. Hello. Um, we're gonna be playing Zato, a little fun game that released like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So that's gonna be fun. Let's hope this works. Oh god, it's already going. There we go. Damn. so loud on my end, oh my gosh. Music is banger though. Can I turn it down? Oh, there's voice. Okay. I hope that's gonna be good for the stream, that you can hear me but also hear the thing, but not that it's overwhelming. We'll find out. We'll find out. I've tried to stream this before, and then I get jump scared by the opening thing, so that's why we didn't start with the game immediately, because I wanted to show that too. But yeah, we're gonna play Zato. Zato. Did you know that our sun is a very unusual star? To start with, it's a yellow dwarf. Those constitute for just 7 to 10% of all the stars in the universe. It's an outlier, even among those. Most yellow dwarfs are primarily covered with dark spots. The sun isn't. The majority of its surface is bright. In fact, it has 3 times the number of light spots than it does dark spots. Sure, its overall brightness index is nothing special. You could even call it an underwhelming. I even call it underwhelming compared to other stars of its type. But even so, it works harder than most to shine as bright as it can. And I find that really cute. I don't remember where I read about this. Must have been some newspaper from years ago. But that small piece of trivia still pops in my mind whenever I look at the morning sky. It's not much of a view, to be honest. Not much of a sky, not much of a sun. I guess that's the kind of region it is. Some people say that the sun is just lazing around in our parts. With what? What? What with the constant snow? But people that go around saying that, well, they clearly haven't read that newspaper. The more I thought about things like that, and the more I learned, the more I realized how incredible things is, and I realized I'm not recording this. You know what? I'm not just saying that to mean amazing. I mean improbable. Can't deny the world is full of great coincidences. It's to the point where I've begun to ask myself how much of it we can attribute to pure chance. The universe was so kind to give us both a star and a planet with the perfect conditions for sentient life. Just the slightest fluctuation in the composition of our atmosphere, the size of our globe, or the distance between Earth and the Sun, and none of us, none of the beauties surrounding us, would exist. Some would call it a miracle. And of course, that's a lovely way to put it. But isn't that giving the world we're living in too little credit? But it's not like I subscribe to the anthropic principle or anything. I'm not so arrogant as to believe the universe exists just for our sake. Or rather, I'm not sure it exists solely to be observed. When a baby is born, it's not preoccupied with how it is perceived. That conscious need emerges later, as the child develops self-awareness. Until that point, its curiosity is aimed at its surroundings. So if anything, it's the opposite of what the anthropic principle entails. We're social creatures, so the need to be observed makes sense for our survival. But to say the universe itself shares that priority, just doesn't make sense to me. Although, you can also think about it this way. A child is curious about the world because it perceives the world as external. But what if the child is the world? What if all that it could ever observe existed within itself? What can the all-encompassing universe be curious about? There's nothing but itself, so nothing but itself. There's nothing to care about in the whole wide world. It is the world. Duh. Wait. Now this makes perfect sense. If I put it like that, I guess that the universe has no choice but to be self-centered. Even if this wasn't the case when it was born, what if the universe developed a desire to be perceived by others as it matured? The same way that a child would. And what do we do when we want others to perceive us in a certain way? We try to mold ourselves accordingly. I think I get it now. The universe gradually felt the desire to be seen. It wanted to be admired, loved, observed, because there's nothing more a world can do but to observe itself. It's the best and only pastime there is, as far as the world is concerned. And if observation is good, more observation is even better. Of course, an endless universe can only observe itself endlessly. You can say that its observation value equals infinity. That value may seem absolute, but it isn't really. Not in mathematics. Infinity plus 1 exists. It's value that the universe could never reach as a singular, albeit infinite observer. So it had to create new, finite observers to add to its infinity. It needed to create sentient life. Sentient life is a plus 1. When I put it like that, it all sounds like all of us are extras at a party. Now isn't that fun? This vast, mighty universe changed itself so meticulously to make new observers possible. It fine-tuned all of its systems so precisely just to have us here. It worked so hard just to share its one joy with us. Us! Worthless insects. Oh no, this can't be. That's cute. That's really cute. Should have expected this. I should have known that the infinite universe would be infinitely cute. The world truly is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yura, I don't know how to say that name, is missing. I look up from my desk. A low hum runs through the class. Grachevskaya? I'm gonna be butchering this. What? Seriously? She's just skipping. Nah, she ran off with that one guy. You saw? No, but come on, you know her. She's totally... Silence! The teacher taps her journal on the desk. Yura's parents filed the report yesterday night. They haven't seen her since she left for school. Another round of whispers. The teacher raises her voice. So if any of you have information that might help in finding Ira, report it to class, to the teacher's office, or the police after class. That is all. On to the lesson. Chair creaks in the back. Wait, you really expect us to study like normal after hearing that? Yeah, we're shocked, you know. We're worried sick. Seriously, our classmate's missing. Our friend, our Rochka. The room fills with repulsive giggles. Cut it out. Garin, sit back down. The teacher's voice just sounds as dry as it did when she broke the news. She turns towards the blackboard to write down the date. We all know that the situation will probably resolve itself just fine. So let's not act dramatic. If you have anything valuable to say, I'll be happy to hear it in the office. She puts the chalk down and begins the lesson. It's December 19th. No, it isn't. A bird flies past the window. Disappearance. Give me a break. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days or something? That's a myth. You can file a missing report whenever, especially if it's a kid. Oh yeah? Hey, let's report each other as missing and see who they find first. Ha! You're on. No, but seriously, what's with the sudden hubbub? So she didn't come home. Big deal. Thought wandering off was her whole thing. Right? Let's just Gretchevska for you. Bet her parents just want some attention. Like they need any more of that. I mean, I've heard some weird cases. Yeah, never say never. Crazy is genetic. You think she's in some crack house now? No way. Do we even have any? I wish. At least it'd be something fun to do. Honestly. Hey. But she's like for sure with a guy, right? The guy? You don't know? Bunch of people have seen them together. And some older dude. He's like 30 or something. Ew. You serious? Yeah, it's so trashy. I slowly walk behind my classmate as we head to the next lesson. It's irritating. Their conversation is ticking me off. I'm not sure why. It's not as if they aren't making sense. It's not unusual for Ira to wander somewhere on her own. I'm not treating this news with any real gravity. Really, I'm no better than them. There's a trace of worry in my head, but it isn't directed towards Ira. Instead, when I first heard about her disappearance, the first thought that flashed in mind was rather ugly. Nobody will come to save me. Gross. But regardless of what people are saying, regardless what I personally think, there's still a missing person. Her poor parents must be so worried. Just picturing it makes me feel glum. I'm not surprised Ira would just run off somewhere without telling anybody, but still. It's not like we've ever been friends. It would be stranger if I acted all torn up about it, right? She's just that kind of person. Always getting herself in trouble, always hanging out in places we're not supposed to be in. They're right. This wouldn't be the first time Ira left for God knows where. But is it really true? The stuff they said about that older man, I've never even seen or heard of anything like that. Even though this whole time, I suppose it's plausible, knowing how some girls are. Even so, I'd never thought that Ira would be the type to be so love-struck like that. Love-struck, huh? When I put it that way, then it's almost... yeah, it's almost definitely cute. No, it's not. If you check the page, Ira is an 8th grader. This is not supposed to be happening. Ira in love. Forbidden love too. No, we don't tolerate that. No. Nope. No. Wow, I'd never have guessed. Never took that girl for a romantic. But she is a girl at the end of the day. And she does like those types of good books. So perhaps she was planning to elope all along? No, please don't. Ah, crap. It's all so complicated. I'm really torn on this. I really am. On one hand, super romantic. Such a beautiful, young love with no regard for what anyone thinks. It's so incredible. Incredibly... no. I think there's, problems to be tackled when we talk about this relationship. Like, a lot of problems. But on the other hand, I'm really sad. It's selfish and it's dumb, but if Ira is really gone, it's like I've got nothing to hope for anymore. Hey, Shubina. You know anything about this? No. Why would I? Well, you two were pretty close, right? Their whole group chuckles. We weren't... No, not at all. Really? Really? I thought you two were dykes. You can't say that! You can't say that! Vadim, you can't say that! You can't... You can't say that! You're not... Cancel Vadim, you can't say that! They'll erupt in laughter. We weren't. We didn't even talk. Vadim, you dumbass. Gretchen's just screwing the old guy. She ain't like that. I don't know, some chicks swing both ways. I agree, but also, what the fuck happened to your ear, first of all? You fucking... Sorry. Man. Just... Immediate... Just a slur. You never know these days. I don't. It's... Look at her face! Chill out, Shabina. We're just kidding. Jeez. Why are you getting so scared anyways? You really Oh, you can't say that. You can't be saying these things. Vadim! Vadim, you can't be saying these things. You can't be slurring in my Twitch. That's not child friendly. Far from it. You can't just be swearing. Or using slurs. Are you a lesbian? You can't reclaim that. I'm not. They just keep laughing. What can I even say to that? No matter what I do, they just keep laughing. If Ira came in through the door right now and heard what they were saying, all hell would break loose. I mean, she only disappeared a day ago. She's probably just coming in late today. She doesn't even know there's a missing report. Maybe she already left her lover's place. Maybe she's trudging through our snowy schoolyard as we speak. No, she's already inside. She's always left her wet puffy jacket in the cloakroom. Now she's going down the corridor. Up the stairs, to the left. That's right, she's coming. She's gonna storm in any minute now. Right, that's it. I can hear her footsteps. She's coming. Ira's coming. What's with that face? You look like you're holding in a shit. She's totally lesbian. You guys can't be saying that. That's really mean. I'm not. I've never talked to her, I told you. Steps walk past the classroom. Now that they're closer, they don't sound like her at all. They never sounded like her in the first place. Well, maybe not with her, but like in general. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shabina? Why is that? Huh? I don't know. Dude, look at her. Be real. Come on, don't say that. What, you wanna be her boyfriend? Hey, Shabina, you wanna go out with Igor? Oi! What? Come on, he's a great guy. Right, Igor? You treat her right. Piss off, man. I'm not doing this. I bite my tongue. There I go again. Bad habit. It's not like it works anyway, so why do I keep doing it? Plop down my desk and start mindlessly flipping through the textbook. Need to stop indulging fantasies like that. It just makes me feel stupid every time. If Ira came into that door and beat them up right then and there, it would really help my case. Probably saying those same things behind her back. And to my face, I guess it really would be for the worse. Yeah, I shouldn't have wished for that. If Iris saw that, it would just add fuel to the fire. So it's a good thing she didn't interfere. It's a good thing. It's a really great thing. At least these guys won't bother me for the rest of the day. Everyone's too preoccupied with gossip. Can't focus on studying either. I keep thinking. The last time I saw Ira, teacher says her parents saw her leaving in the morning. But she didn't show up to class. That part's nothing new. Ira's always had a bad attendance record. So I assume she skipped as usual. I went to see that man they talked about. Did she go to him right away? Because in that case, yesterday evening... Go home, Asya. teacher's office, was it? I'm kind of scared of going straight to the police, but I should probably report that. Not sure if will be of any help. You have clues? Why didn't you say that earlier? And for some reason, the idea of telling anyone what I saw, something about it just doesn't seem right with me. There's no logical reason for that. I need to get over myself. Sure, she's probably fine. I know that. Freaking everyone knows that. But if she's not, well, I'm gonna regret it big time. Oh, but I might also be tearing star-crossed lovers apart. If Ira really ran away to be with someone that she cares about so deeply, away from society's ridicule, would it really be right to ruin it? Crap. I have to admit, I'm also a little judgmental. I mean, it's really beautiful. I do believe that judging love like that is ugly. But whenever I start to consider it closely, I just can't brush off how much older that man is. I just can't. Yeah, exactly. They're an 8th grader. How old is like an 8th grader? Like 13, 12? Like 12, 13. And then that's and they're a minor too. Yeah, 12, 14. Like, I don't think it's 13, 14. Okay. Yeah, around that age. But even we don't need to even consider the age. The fact that she's going out with an adult, I think, is insane. But on its own terms. Because why was our first thought that it was cute? Not that fact that she's hanging out with a middle-aged man. I don't know. Is that middle-aged? Pretty sure. Or even adult. This game is interesting. I'm really no better than the rest. Wait, that's it. So that's why I don't want to tell anyone about what I saw. Must be the good in me screaming, don't ruin their good fortune. They're probably so happy together right now. It's none of your business. Gosh, yes, that must be it. That explains everything. Should I follow my heart then? Should I keep silent? It's not as if what I've seen will make a difference. It's kind of inconsequential. There's no point in telling anyone about it at all. It's not the kind of information that points to any particular location or culprit. Not that there is one. So let's keep silent. Everyone will be happy. No, I'll be happy. The good irrational me will be happy. And the cold reasonable me will be happy as well. Yep. Good job, Asya. You solved it. You can't say that. You can't say the J word. That's the J word. It's scary. Sure is good. Nice to have a clean conscience. Well, no need to loaf around here any longer. Guess I better head home. Counterpoint! What if, and bear with me here, what if Ira is actually missing? Despite all the odds, there's always a possibility that she's in danger. Even if the tiniest chance that my report will help in finding her, then that info is worth providing. And if she really did elope with her beloved, my testimony won't change a thing. It's worthless at worst. That's true. If I carefully weigh the pros and cons, that off chance of Ira being in danger and my words being the key to her saving her makes for a strong argument. Well, my word cancel the child. My words being the key to saving her. Wow, yeah, that would be so amazing. And then I'd come visit her in the hospital and she wouldn't know how to thank me. Do you have a savior complex? She'd say I shouldn't have. She'd say, I told you to leave me alone, dummy. But then I'd just shake my head. It's nothing, just doing what I was supposed to. No, gotta come up with something cooler. I'll need to think about it like that. Wait, why is she in the hospital? Do I hope Ira ends in the hospital? Jeez, of course not. I need my freaking testimony to save her. I just hope my testimony is useless because she's already home. Or is telling her parents how happy she is with the love of her life. That's what I hope for. I just Keep having stupid thoughts today. This music is fire. Dun, dun, dun. At least I know what I should do now. I've made my decision. I'm going to the teacher's office. Where was it again? I doubt they expect anyone to come. Probably look kind of silly. Wouldn't be the first time. Well, who cares? Walking. Down the staircase to the right, down the hall. There. That's the teacher's office. Oh? A girl. There's a girl standing there. Right by the door. I think I've seen her before. Is she an upperclassman? The town is really tiny. So is her school. So is our school. If I were a better person, I would know her name. She turns to look at me. I'm not sure what she's expecting, so I nod a little. Is there a queue? Queue? To the office. Oh. Oh! Oh no! I'm just waiting for someone. Ah, okay. Hey. What? You're Asia, right? Yes. How did you know? That's kind of a loaded question. How do we know anything? I mean, it's not like we have lots of faces to remember here. You know me too, right? Sorry. Really? Good, that's what I was talking about. It's not that I don't care to remember anyone's names. I just don't know where other people get them from. They say that in tiny cities like these, everyone knows each other, but that's not true. We learn about the people outside our immediate circle through gossip or common friends. I haven't made any new ones since the day Tasia left. Gossip? Sure, sometimes I overhear my classmates chatting about this and that, but I don't really like listening to them. I don't like their voices, so I try not to pay them much attention. Wait, when I put it like that, it does kind of sound like my fault. My point is, when people regurgitate the idea that everyone knows everyone, the word everyone does include me. The name's Marina. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You got something to share about Grachevskaya? How did you know? What do you mean, how? Well, an announcement, same as you. He told us to report to the teachers and all. I see. For some reason, I thought they only broke the news to us, Ira's classmates. It makes sense that at least give the upperclassmen a heads up, just in case they happen to know her. Which means, you also know something about Ira? Yep. Ah, that's great. So you talked to the teachers already? Sure did. Wow. And what did you tell them? I can't do that. Tut, tut. That's between me and the investigation. You can't just spout out info like that out in the open, Asia. The wall's got ears. Oh, I understand. Sorry. Okay, well, you don't have to apologize. Crap. Making an awful first impression. Not only did I not know her name like I was supposed to, but now it looked like I don't know the first thing about vigilance. Ah, who am I kidding? I really don't. I'll just go in then. I mean, it suddenly blocked my path. No, you won't. I'm sorry? You're not telling them anything. She gestures with her finger to the tact of each syllable. Why? Because... Bad feeling stirs up in my chest. Please don't tell me it's gonna be the same thing as my classmates. Is it because I acted rude? I didn't mean to. Well, I'd never mean to. I just can't help it, can I? We just met and I've already messed everything up. Damn it! I desperately search her face for any signs of mockery, but weirdly I can't find any. I've been waiting for you. Me? Me? Huh? Surprised? Sure. Wow, I can't talk today, can I? Surprised? Of course I am. Oh wait, this has to be some stupid ruse. I'm going to believe this girl And then she just laughed in my face about it. I'm serious. Ira told me about you. Really? Yeah. Gosh, they talked about me? Wow. Shocked. I'm shocked Marina is being as friendly as she is, considering the kind of description Ira could give. Wait, does this mean she's a friend of Ira's? For some reason, I never thought about her having any, at least not at school. It was really presumptuous of me. I wonder what Ira is like when she's with friends. I know you saw her yesterday. I figured you wanted to report it, so I ran here as soon as classes ended. I guess it'd be easier to catch you between lessons, but I got so caught up in all those stupid rumors. Kinda slipped my mind. She knows? But hey, what matters is that it all worked out. So why are you stopping me? Well, Maria looks around the empty corridor before lowering her voice. If you tell them about yesterday, you'll make everything worse. Huh? Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? Come on, let's go. She takes a step back and beckons me with her hand. I'm not sure what she has in mind, but it doesn't seem like a prank. Still... Wait! I know Ira's probably fine, but isn't it better to play it safe? If faster we share all we know with everyone, the... Quiet, you! I just said that we shouldn't talk about this stuff when the adults can hear. What? Marina grabs my hand and starts dragging me down the corridor. She's not exactly being quiet either. Oh, my stumbled protest sounds so weak that might as well be white noise to the other girl. Yes, I spent half the day doubting whether I should report at all. So what? I carefully examined my options and came to my own conclusion. I deserve to see it through. I deserve to testify! Some part of me is relieved that the ultimate choice is made for me. I mean, that silly gut feeling I thought I overcame with reason had come out on top. So there was something to it in the end. So I was right. My heart was right. Sure, I can't actually know that, since I'm yet to hear what Marina has to say. This can't be pure chance, can it? And if it's not, then what does it actually hinge on? Did Marina show up because the world needed to stop me for the sake of something more important? Or did Marina show up because I subconsciously wished for something, or for anything to stop me? Whatever it was, I guess I don't mind this after all. I think I'll stick to the grander narrative angle for the time being. The world bending itself to the will of some worthless gnat is a preposterous idea. But it would have been the first time for me, would it? And the fact that the world, for any reason, has decided to guide me towards the right path, that's so endlessly sweet. Down the stairs to the lobby to the coat room. I don't resist anymore. Marina drags me along and I can feel my doubt turning into excitement. This is definitely the right path. This girl knows about Ira. I want to know about Ira too. The whole wide world wants me to know. This is very interesting. So far, I'm actually enjoying the game. I thought it would be like... Oh? They said the thing! They said the thing! Their episodes? Hold on, let's save for now. This seems like the same format as Give me a second. Oh, wow. I actually thought this was gonna be shorter, but you know, I'm not against it being a bit longer. How long does it say it's gonna be? Hold on, let me double check. USSR 1986. When Ira Gachevska was missing and Honestly, I'm quite surprised. Zato is a linear visual novel. It's roughly 7 to 8 hours of playtime. I was gonna play this in one sitting, but I have other stuff to do today. I'll probably try to do until episode 2-ish, around that point. And then do my stuff. So I thought it was being short because this was gonna be shorter. I have a few other games I have queued anyways. But anyways, I know what to queue up in my streaming stuff. I forgot what I was gonna say. My schedule. So that's gonna be fun. What the hell is your problem? When I was looking from Ira to Garen to the boy to the chair that just crashed on the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Huh? Gachevskaya? The fuck? Is she insane? Somebody call the teacher. Not paying. Oh wow. Not paying any mind to the commotion that has filled the classroom. Ira storms towards Garen. Her face is contorted with rage. Before he can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it on my desk. I hastily grab onto it. Read that again and I'll kick your teeth in. Huh? Are you nuts? Ira doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him, turns around, stomps back to her desk. Classmates were caught up in a laughing fit just a moment ago are now watching her in silent bewilderment. They scoot out of her way as she retrieves her bag and heads out towards the door. Crazy bitch! She ignores him. Ah! Gachevskaya, where are you going? Hey! Ira forcefully pushes past the teacher. You... Gachevskaya! What do you think you're doing? Your parents will hear about this. Her threat falls on deaf ears. Everyone knew Gachevskaya. She's always been like that, I think. No, not throwing chairs around. Ira had no regard for the rules everyone's supposed to follow. Guess they call someone like her a problem child. Parents got a whole lot of flack for it. It's only normal in a town like ours. Not just because it's small size, but because it's, let's say, exclusivity. Rock to 5 prides on itself on its virtually non-existent crime rate. That's a natural consequence of nobody being allowed to enter or exit without a permit. You're lucky to be here, to have a salary higher than the national average, to have access to the goods in the neighboring towns. Ugh. To have access to the goods people in neighboring towns can't even dream of. Few get afforded such a privilege. Last I checked, our population hasn't even hit 6,000. So when someone like Ira just appears in this tiny society's radar, she's not just seen as a delinquent. She's a puzzling stain on the community that's meant to be spotless. Like a weed that sprouted in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. Of course, it's not as if she appeared out of thin air. It's all in the family, they say. The blame falls on the people responsible. That is, Ira's parents. Questions begin to arise. Why is your Kev's I'm butchering just her entire name. Why is Grachevsky's daughter behaving like this? Is there trouble at home? Do they believe this is acceptable? Do they not teach her discipline? Do they not understand how fortunate they are? They've been granted so much and yet can't do the bare minimum of raising their own child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? I've heard a lot of talks like that. heard more after Ira threw the chair at Garrett. I didn't get why. Everyone was just having fun, and it was my fault for breaking the notebook anyway. I was hoping to write a little on the library once school was done, but my bag slipped and all of the contents scattered on the floor. Of course I would get curious about it. Of course I wanted to read the silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like we've ever taken poetry or drawing really seriously. Those are just fun distractions, nothing more. If people laugh, well, what's the matter to me? Couldn't wrap my head around it. Couldn't, but I still wanted to thank Ira somehow. She rarely shows up to school, and even when she does, she can just leave at random. I couldn't get a hold of her for a long time because of that. Well, that, and also I was really scared. Ira has never as much as looked at me. Even when she lashed out at Garen, it was like I wasn't even there. But 2 weeks after the incident finally happened, we crossed paths. I went to the bathroom during some lesson. I think it was math. Came in through the door. Damn! I love the art style so much. And there she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. The art style is so cool. It gives me the vibes that it was made in like Microsoft Paint. I want to be able to do more with art, like my art. I like drawing in Microsoft Paint because it does give this kind of vibe where it feels pixelated and stuff. But I know I have a hard time because it's like so... can't really deal with like layers and stuff, so you can't do much. Blending is hard and stuff like that. It's really cool. Because when I do art on Microsoft Paint, it doesn't feel like it's supposed to be serious art. Like when I do art on Far Alpaca, it feels like I have to be serious with my art. Microsoft Paint just feels freer. I don't know how to explain it. It's like it doesn't have to be serious because it's Microsoft Paint, so I can do whatever with my art. You know, it's fun. Anyways, I'm eating the art. I didn't even know she was at school. Oh. Hi. Iris shot me a disinterested look. Hi. Awkwardly scuttled past her one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous I couldn't do any of my business. I just sat there thinking about how I should approach her. It's not like I had some long conversation or formalities in mind. I just wanted to say thanks. In theory, it should have been easy. Wouldn't that make me look like a weirdo too? Assuming she did all of that for me, that would just make me look self-centered. I had no idea how much time had passed while I was in the stall. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds. But when I heard what sounded like her getting off the windowsill, I swung open the door. Wait! Huh? I froze up. She stood next to a window, bag in hand. The cold draft wafted through her hair. I had to say something. Got this rare chance. The world gave me this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. What am I supposed to say? Thank you? After I just tumbled out of a toilet stall? What? She raised an eyebrow. Just stood there with my mouth helplessly open, as if I'd just gone mute, as if every word in the Russian dictionary just got wiped from my brain. Whatever. No, wait! Please! I took a step towards her and she jolted away like I were a leper. I didn't know what I should say or ask. I just knew that I had to say something, even if it was the first thing that came to mind. What? What the hell do you want? Isn't it cold? Huh? The windowsill. When you sat smoking there right by the window, I thought, weren't you cold like that? Eh? She blinks. Not really. Maybe a little. Thought so. Anything else? No. I mean, yes, I'm sorry that you got in trouble. Huh? Well, I heard you got into a lot of trouble after that. You know, when Garen read my stupid poetry. I'm sorry for that. She eyed me for several seconds. To me, it felt like it was eternity. She then sighed and slowly flipped her hair back. And why are you apologizing? That had nothing to do with you. Huh? Well, I guess not. His voice was getting on my nerves. I see. I looked down at the tiled floor. I knew that was the case, of course. Not like I was hoping Ira jumped in to defend my honor or anything of the sort. I wanted to thank her regardless of that. But no matter how I thought or tried to word it, everything just came out sounding awkward or wrong. Why does this always happen? The soles of her boots squeaked against the floor. She spun around and walked towards the door, and at this time I made no attempt to stop her. Your poetry isn't stupid. Huh? I stood there, dumbfounded. Did she just say that? Did I hear it right? Your poetry isn't stupid. Does that mean she likes it? Ira likes my poetry? Ira Gretchevskaya? The bell rang and snapped me out of my short term stupor. I shook my head. Right, I needed to get back to the classroom. I doubted Ira was going to be at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular. Good to wash your hands anyways. Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. To school the same way, sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then, when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Huh? New notebook. I just left to get a snack from the cafeteria. Where did it go? Oh, Shubina, you borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? It's fine. Thanks! By the way, is this supposed to be you? Left a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no, I forgot I had left it in there. No, it's just a drawing. Yeah? You sure? It really looks like you if you were pretty. It's not me. Whatever you say. But they are pretty, look at them. I really couldn't eat the art style. Sometimes my classmate joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. She'd be right. Even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. She is a cutie. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if I talked. I tried to stay longer. Started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now. But Ira! She just walks past me through the door in the corridor. Not even a nod, not even a look in my direction. I guess I don't exactly stand out in a crowd, but no, it's my fault for mumbling. Should have spoken louder. My daughter took all my courage just to say muster that much. Even though I definitely think she should have heard it. Hey, Vadim? What? Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? Can I have it back? Huh? 50 kopecks? What was that again? Last Friday. Jesus. You still remember things like that? Can I have it back? Man, I don't even remember taking it. You sure you're not making this up? Maybe you gave it to someone else. No, it was you. Jeez. I don't freaking know. It's half a ruble, Shabina. Who gives a shit? Yeah, why do you give them their kopecks back? Yeah, why do you care so much? So petty. Probably just lost her or something. Are you guys trying to gaslight her? My eyes keep snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? And if she showed up, what would she do? Mock him in front of everyone? That would be really funny. Hey, stop thinking that. Maybe he really did forget. Who knows? Really shouldn't be so upset. It's not that much. You could go grocery shopping with that, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not exactly starving. Lately I've been eating too much junk anyways. Yeah. Maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That'd be nice. Asya, you don't use makeup at all, right? No, I don't. You're not allowed to, though. What are you saying? You allowed it last year. Really? Nobody's gonna send you home for it. Oh, that's good, I guess. Girls rarely could talk to me. They're usually pretty nice, though. At least when they're not joking along with the guys. I think one of them likes Fatim. She laughs a lot when he says anything to me. Supposed to be a very different sense of humor. But you never tried it before, yeah? Makeup? Oh, never. Seriously? Like 15 already. 14. Same thing. You gotta learn to do it at some point. Especially with that complexion. Well, I'm not really... Hey, how about we help you out? Eh? Yeah. Just some light makeup. Let's see what it's like. I don't know. Come on, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Alright, but... Yay! Yay! Come here, then. I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. Nobody wakes up in the morning with the goal to make somebody feel bad. I really believe that. If someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. So I shouldn't wish bad things on people who don't really know if they're being mean. Shouldn't wish for Ira to appear and interrupt them, or to scream at them, or to punish them, or anything. I can still hear everyone laughing as I run out to the corridor, covering my face. I don't need my teacher seeing me like that. The toilet's close, so I can wash this mess off quickly. Should stop falling for these pranks. Sorry. Put my face up without thinking. Oh no. Ugh. The hell? Ira jerks away from me. Can't blame her. Must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God, I can't handle her looking at me like that. I'm sorry. Huh? I ran past her. Run. Just need to get to the restroom. Just need to wash this off. After about a month, reality had dawned on me. I kept telling myself that Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me that much, and in no uncertain terms. She said that, and I kept repeating it again, and again, and again, and again. But I didn't believe it. On some level, I still held on to the faint hope that Ira pitied me, that she cared about me for God knows what reason. No, really, what was the reason? Her lashing out at a classmate she found annoying, one who so happened to make fun of me, her not joining in, her telling me that she liked my writings. She didn't even say that much. She said they weren't stupid. Why? Huh? 3 coins clink against my desk. 20, 20, 10. So he remembered? There. Thanks for the unforgettable night. I run around Arabs and Snickers. Hey, you're a cheap deal. You free later? Very funny. Oh please, Shabina, get a sense of humor. Your face is dragging down the class morale. That's right. You're doing us all a disservice. Think of your classmates for once. Man, back off! Back off! I let myself believe something would change. Thought about it as if I deserved it. As if I didn't have it good enough before. As if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy. Plain and simple. Getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's all so stupid I can't help but laugh. But that's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit to, but better late than never, right? I got a little too caught up in my own little world. And hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those encounters with Ira for what they were. Brief but wonderful moments. I could reminisce fondly about the one time I looked out and saw Garen all scared and confused. Or that one time somebody gave my work a compliment, backhanded as it was. I could do that, because everyone does that. Everyone has those little things they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way, is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes, both good and bad. Doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit on its own. Something I should learn to be content with. Something I've been perfectly content with until now. Till I decided what I had wasn't enough. Speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head and even my own room. I have 2 living parents, wonderful hobbies to enjoy, paper to write on, books to read, TV to watch. I buy myself treats almost every day after I'm done with school. I have good grades and teachers tell me I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I help them with their studies when they ask me to. That's right. I've got classmates that I can always talk to. Guys that I can laugh along with, even if their jokes don't always land. Even my sense of humor isn't the best. I have all of this. Right here, right now. Everything that a girl my age could ever ask for. So, why did I act as if that weren't enough? Oh. You idiot! What? Why the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? I'm so... Ira looks like she's about to slap me, but instead swings her butt against the snow hill. She then turns to me and starts wiping clumps of snow stuck to my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. I start to speak. My voice comes out weaker than expected. Ira, how did you know I was here? It doesn't matter. That asshole Garen was giggling about it. Can you stand? Yeah. I completely get that. My limbs feel rigid. And I shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. Or normally. There's no one else to sit near the school's back entrance. My legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake the snow off my skirt and tights. The flakes fall gently into the ground below. I look at Ira. Her face is... The word concern flashed in my head, but I've already learned I'm no good at judgments like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous. It's a bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't. But the question escaped me before I managed to cut myself short. So why are you here? What do you mean, why? I told you, Garen was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Huh? Well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? As soon as I say that out loud, I realize I messed up. I really did. Now she's gonna punch me. I was gonna punch me for real. She's gonna punch me and never speak to me again. I don't even say sorry. Just brace myself for the incoming blow. Physical, verbal, I don't care. I've earned it. No, not really. Huh? Doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. Is that so? Yeah. You pissed me off. And you pissed me off too. I don't freaking get you. You knew it wasn't real. There's no way you believed it, right? Right. I didn't believe it. I'm not that stupid. I looked down at the moist, and crumpled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in book. A love letter prank? Really? Would have fall for that. I stared at that shriveled up piece of paper, and something about its whole existence feels really extremely sad to me. You wanna burn it? Huh? I have matches. Oh, no thanks. Sweat anyway. Fold the letter and shove it into my pocket. It'll get damp inside, but I don't care. I can throw it away. Fake confession is still a confession in the end. Those words didn't choose to be written sincerely. It's okay. Even if this whole thing is real, I met Ira today. Ira came. After all these weeks of praying. Ira came. Thank you. Eh? I smiled at her. And after I said to come to terms with it, no. Right as I was saying it to you, to myself, to the world, I knew I was lying. And I throw away that dumb scrap of hope I had. That small, involuntary thought that kept into my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if she took so long, she finally came. I didn't do anything, really. Ah! Flustered. Iris flustered. Is she flustered? Really? That's cute. That's just so cute. Huh? What's with you? Right. I'm grinning like an idiot. Sorry. I'm fine. Whatever. Going home. What? Already? Ira gives me a quick once-over. You... Take care. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye! We wave at each other and I watch her disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. It feels like there's so much I still want to say to her. I don't know what or why, but I just know that it's a lot. I turn and walk a couple steps in the direction of my home. Now, change my mind. I run back. Crap, my legs are still so stiff. Turn the same corner Ira passed not even a minute ago. And she's already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. Not that I'd be desperate enough to follow. Ha! Why does she always leave in such a rush? It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way, sat through the lessons, then went to the store, went to the library or for a walk. When it got dark, I headed home, day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. Don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me that she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. She'd be right. Even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. Thought how interesting it would be if we talked. Tried to stay out longer, started to take new routes. And naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Again and again. Walking and walking. Praying and praying. Do you assholes ever shut up? Huh? Ah, this bitch. When I saw Ira enter the class, I was too busy whistling and laughing. Ah, she caught me in a really dumb pose. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen Dare if she knew she'd see me like that. Though, choosing truth when playing with these guys. Not sure what's worse. Oh well. I'm saying all this, but I got what was coming to me. I chose to embarrass myself. And as I did so, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Ira to appear. So she did. And now, desperate despite the overwhelming shame, I felt so happy that I might explode. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying me a passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her way. Only Garen doesn't. Move. Nah. What's in the rush? Come play with us too. Huh? Dude, you serious? Come on. Have some fun for a change. Look, Shabina's having fun. Right, Shabina? Please don't look. Yes. See? Ara doesn't flinch. Out of my way. Or what? Gonna throw a chair at me? To everyone's surprise, Ira calmly puts her bag on the nearest desk. She starts digging through it without saying a word. Garen lets out an awkward chuckle. What? Got a grenade in there or something? We're gonna crash! She looks at him. What are you... Whoa! Garen jumps back, bumping into another student. What the fuck? One shifts away. What is that? Huh? What the hell? You... Oh! Are you gonna murder him? Valid, but also... What? Something silvery shines in Ira's hand. It's a bow compass. It's that... Is that... You serious? She doesn't say anything. The room fills with low murmurs that quickly turn into jeers. Psycho. Nutcase. Crazy bitch. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk, looking unbothered. Ah, just like the last time. Cyrus saved me without acknowledging my existence. Maybe some onlookers. Oh, most people would think she didn't plan on helping me at all. That's what I'm inclined to think as well. Yet, my unreasonable heart is still elated. I'm getting some really silly thoughts. There are 2 times when Ira lashed out at Garen. There are 2 times she saw him laughing at my expense. It can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it can't. It's only 2 times. 2 times in weeks apart. I'd be an idiot to think otherwise. Yes, I guess you're right. It's the only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree. If only I didn't do anything. Really? If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's only been 2 weeks and I haven't stopped thinking about replaying that moment in my head. Over and over. Over and over and over. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school or anywhere anymore. Because in that moment I got all the justification I could ask for. It was everything I could have hoped for. But I'm still a very greedy person. It's not good enough. I still keep looking for her when I'm out. It's almost ridiculous how hard it can be to catch a person in a town this small. So at some point, I started to wonder. I saw my classmates regularly just out and about, strolling across the main street, the courtyards, the community center, the store, cafe. They weren't hard to run into. But it was as if Ira spent all of her free time at home, which could be the case, but doesn't sound like something she would do. From what I heard and could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. Spending hours on end in a home like that every day. No, I highly doubt that. The other more probable option is that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered? That sounded like her. Well, despite that being highly likely, I was hoping to do just that. Bother the heck out of her. Felt almost brave about it. But I could totally get pissed. She could push me away. She could even attack me. Whoa! For some reason, I really didn't think she would. My breath halted. Oh. Hey. Hi! Vents near the research institutes expel hot air. Nobody really goes here except for the staff coming out for a smoke. Never really ran into any, but the ground here is littered with cigarette butts. So that's the safe bet in my book. Why is Ira here, out of all places? Again? Huh? How many times can you buy into stupid pranks? They seriously sent you all the way here. What? No! I didn't get any letters after that. Just taking a stroll. A stroll? Here? Yes. Okay. Ira gives me an incredulous look. Do you, like, smoke? No, I don't. Why? It's a smoking area. Yes. I know that. You wanna try then? What? Smoking? Mm-hmm. No, thank you. Okay. She shrugs. Bah. Awkward start. Can't let it end here. And he's just... And what about you, Ira? What about me? Why are you here? Were you at the institute? Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. My mom works here. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Oh. Oh! You bring her lunch? That's what I said. That's so sweet! I mean, it's really nice you look out for your mom. It's whatever. It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the way she still... the fact she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. The thought of doing something like that for my parents has never crossed my mind. I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would. But I was different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. You have to really care about it. Crap. Proves it. Ira and I weren't cut up from the same cloth. I spend my days looking for excuses to stay off the minute I have to come home. Ira's cooking, packing lunch, and carrying it to the edge of town. It does everything against I've heard. Which makes so much sense. That's why I never see her on the street. That's why she doesn't have time to sit on a cafe. That's why she doesn't idle away at the community center. That's why she's such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash. No. She only said her mom forgets her lunches sometimes. Lunches are prepared in advance. It doesn't get long to get to the institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Yes, that's true. She still have plenty of spare time. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. Ira walks back into the building. Do I really need an explanation? It's not my business. I'm not so delusional as to believe we're close enough to share something like that. That would be nice, but that's not how things work. Things works like this. When Ira's in the room, Karen doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't, I wish she should be. Your friend's not here today. Ooh. Who do you think? Oh. She's not really my friend. You're Pitbull, then. Pitbull? Mr. Worldwide. Mr. 305. Hey, that's spot on. You can't make us harmless jokes around that chick without her throwing a conniption fit. It's annoying as shit. Do you think we're friends? Well, not really. It looks like they've picked up on it. When Ira acting like that to me being used as laughing stock. So it wasn't just me? It's not just my wishful thinking? It's nice to hear. Even if I still don't know for sure. It's the most comforting thing I've heard of Garen's not up to date. At least she barely shows up. Yeah, they'll probably kick her out before New Year's with that attendance record. Good riddance. That's right. I can't possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We're the only school in town. Where else is she gonna go? Damn. Good point. Phew. Well, her parents can just send her away. You mean to another town? Yeah. To a relative or something. Ooh. No! Oh man, now that you say that. Everyone, pretend to be surprised when that happens. No! No, no, no. I hate how they're right. I hate that I can see that happening. Everyone talks about it. How Ira is just a nuisance to her household. It's been like that for a long time. But still, she forgets her lunch sometimes. Ah! This can't happen! No! It can't! It can't! It can't! It's not fair! It's not fair! It's not fair! They can't send her away. She can't go. She's so nice. She cares. She does. Maybe not for me, but for her family. Why would they send her away? That's just too cruel. They can't do that. If they do, then it'll all be over. If they do, then I won't... We just started. I don't know what. Can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. Even if she just tolerates me. Even if she doesn't want to do anything with me. I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. I raise my head to look out through the window. Snow's falling lightly on the yard. The dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long gray clouds glide placidly across the tundra. Far past the fences, past the mountain ridge. So far away that I can't picture it. So far away that my mind circles twice around the earth and comes back to the spot I'm sitting in. This world is way too gentle. It's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. So if I've earned this world's good graces, why can't a person so much more deserving do the same? What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything that I can do? A bird flies past the window. Ira. What? I'm really using up all my luck these days. Ira sits smoking in the girls' bathroom, just like she did when I first talked to her. Some snowflakes blow into the room and stick in her hair. It's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close. I know you don't like going to class as much, but you can really get kicked out like that. Is that why you came here? To tell me that? I know that. I'm not stupid. I don't think you are. Do you just really not care? Everyone says that you'll get sent away. That your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Probably, yeah. Of course it's true. I knew it was true when she asked the question. When I asked the question. Maybe if you just cleaned up, if you stopped skipping now, then maybe you won't have to go. And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. We could go to the library or something, and then there's one month left. It's not gonna work. I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. It's about what I expect. Of course I know it's useless to cram at this point. It's just an excuse. A selfish ploy to get some scraps of Iris time before she goes. I wonder, did I do the same when Tasya moved away? It's only been 3 years. Now that I think back to it, it's all so hazy. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least I probably wouldn't humiliate myself like this. Hey. Thanks. No, I didn't do anything. It was just a dumb suggestion. It was nice of you. Nice. Right. She doesn't know. She thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. She really is too good of a person. Are you not going to the toilet? Oh, actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? A diary? Yes. You know, the one we use for classes. Maybe you've seen something like that lying around? Ira's expression darkens. Don't worry. We're just playing a game. I guess the guys just got a little too carried away. I've checked the whole class and the corridors. It's probably somewhere really obvious, but I'm just no good at that kind of stuff. When I hid Iger's pencil case, they found it right away. She throws a cigarette butt out the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Ira storms past me. I grab onto the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Wait! I said it's fine! We were playing a game. Really. Please. Don't get into more trouble because of me. I was going to. Huh? I have an idea where it is. It's Garen, right? No, Shurikov. Same difference. She walks out to the corridor. I tag behind. I'm not sure what Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she takes a sharp turn to the right. Wait, serious? She swings open the door to the boys' restroom and loudly marches in. Gah! Some poor guy thumbs up, almost colliding with me. Sorry! We're sorry. He turns and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? I follow Ira to the bathroom. Ugh, the smell is so much worse. It is in this one. I look around and see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. Ah, there it is. A diary. Right by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. Please be careful. I'm fine. She grabs onto the flush tank secured way above. Then, using it as an anchor, she reaches for the windowsill. Catch. Pop. I clasp the diary in my hands. It's really been here all along. I look up at Ira, who's now awkwardly trying to get down. Wow, thank you! Yeah. Oh, what? Ira almost loses her balance, but jumps just in time. The bowl makes a loud clang as she hops off. Whoa! Are you okay? Yeah. Let's get out of here. You think it's broken? Oh no. Didn't see anything. This would make a great anime. It gives... Actually, I don't know what vibes it gives. But it is a really nice concept. It's a great concept. I like it. I like the MC Asya. It would be like slice of life, but with like more, I'd say. I would love to see an anime of this. But I think even as a visual novel, it is fun. Dark slice of life if this ends bad. Well, with the direction I've been seeing this go, I hope not. It does seem psych horror heading like psychological horror stuff. heading to that route. But you know, the summer Ira dies or something. But yeah, I think I'd enjoy this as an anime. If they ever plan to do that, I'd love to watch it. I have doubts, but it would be fun, I'd say. Let me double check. They do have a digital art pack. It's like $6. Tempted to get it. Get the DLC. Why would I be in men's toilet? Gross. Ah, I see. Thank you again. How did you know it would be in the boys' room? You think Shurik would go into the ladies' room? No. I actually suspected they put it here. I just didn't have the courage to enter. You can't keep doing this. I know. Should have checked there from the start. Instead of running around the school like a... No. You can't keep going along with it. It was just a game. It wasn't. No, really. We were just playing around. Bullshit! You know damn well what they're doing. They're not your friends. I never said they were. Then why don't you tell them to piss off? For once in your life. I can't. You like being a victim that much? It won't get any better if you keep doing this. It'll only get worse. It's not that bad. And I wouldn't... I can't just say something like that to them. Sorry. Why the hell not? Well, it wouldn't be right, and for the love of... It's not like I'd never tried it before, but when I say something, they just make fun of me. And nothing changes. So freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother with them. I'm not like you. Can't just do that. Can't act like I don't care when everybody's laughing. Can't look people in the eye like that. When I go along with it, at least they talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but So what's your plan? Huh? That's it? You're gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Seriously. She exhales sharply. She doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Asya. Yes? You know I'm leaving soon. That's right. I understand what she's getting at. The unspoken rule Garen and his friends have been sticking to. Holding themselves back when Ira's around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. I don't know what to do. Why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealt is much worse than mine. And here I am, whining and clinging to her like a leech. I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling Ira to get her act together. And yet, I can't think of a single thing to give her. Write me a poem. Huh? A poem. Why? What kind of question is that? 'Cause I like them. Oh, really? You like them? You like my poems? Why else would I ask? Thank you very much! I mean, Yes, of course. I'll write one. Do you want it to be about something, or maybe in a specific meter? I don't care. Anything. All right. I'll think of something then. I'll try. Yeah. You do that. Ira checks her wristwatch. Gotta go. Uh, See you around, I guess. Already? Uh, yeah. Alright. See you around. She waves her hand and leaves. Watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. I really stayed in school for way too long. The shadows stretch along the hallway, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. I should get going too. My life didn't exactly change. Are we going through this monologue again? I went to school the same way, sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library on a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes. She vanished during breaks. I never asked where to. I kept imagining scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did when I was walking home from school or to the store, or just walking around the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. Thought about how interesting it would be if we talked. I tried to stay out longer, started to take new routes. As naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Ah. Oh. Ira! Hi! What are you doing here? Ira points to the cigarette. Oh, no, I mean, what are you doing at the center? Came to return some books. Oh, so you go to the library. What are you reading? Stuff. You don't want to say? You won't like it. Huh? Why not? Ira looks like she's really rating down the pros and cons of exposing me to her taste in literature. Did she read something she shouldn't? Maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me. That's kind of unfair though, isn't it? You know, the other week I finished reading The Plague by Camus. Never read it. It's about a physician trying to save a town from an epidemic. It's very visceral, but I enjoyed it a lot. Not sure I agree with the message though. Yeah? What was it? It was, basically that evil is an inherent part of life. You can try warding it off, but it'll never be for good. And even if you do good things in times of crisis, there'll be some greater force spiking your guns. Yeah, sounds about right. Huh? Guess there are some okay people in the world, but there's a lot more dirtbags. Really? That's a pretty depressing way to look at it. That's how it is. I don't know if I agree. At least I've never met someone I'd call a dirtbag. You serious? Garen's right there. Garen? Well, he's not that bad. Uh-huh. Really, I don't think he means it. I'm sure everyone is trying the best they can. Most people wouldn't want to cause anyone pain, right? I think that's something Camus and I can agree on. Yeah, right. Everyone's so nice, then where's that greater evil coming from? You think it's some natural phenomenon? No, of course not. Asya, you sweet summer child. There are things we perceive as painful in the moment, and there are really horrible, awful things happening every day. But I don't think it's right to call them evil. Evil's intentional. Those things don't come from bad intentions. Sadness, loneliness, misunderstanding, fear, but not evil. There was this famous judge, Dionysius or something, from ancient Greece, I think. Anyway, he said evil is not a being. For if it were, it would be totally evil. Evil has no place among being. Okay. Oh! What a statement! That's a statement to be made. So Hitler's not evil? Eh? That's a rather extreme example. But it's not like he was born that way, was he? I mean, it wasn't his natural quality, I don't think. So, the point still stands. He grew up and became evil as hell. Evil exists. It's freaking everywhere. Just because there's a reason for it doesn't make it better. Of course not. I just don't like when it's described as something omnipresent. Omni what? It's like, doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, we aren't born with some big evil force inside of us. I doubt the universe is any different. What? The universe ain't a person. Of course it's different. Well, yes, it's not. I know that. It's kind of a being, right? I mean, since every being is pure by default, so is the universe. Because it's the idea of being itself, right? And, I'm not making any sense, am I? You're not. Sorry. It's whatever. But what I'd expect. What does that mean? You're weird. You say weird things. For a second I feel a lump rising in my throat. But then I realize something. Ira doesn't look annoyed with me. In fact, she's not repulsed by me at all. I don't really get it, but it must be nice being able to think that way. Huh? Like everyone's good deep down. Like nobody would ever hurt someone on purpose. That's a sweet world you're living in. How do you do it? If I were you, I'd be angry as hell. Aren't you pretty angry already? Angrier. Well, even angrier. Yes. I'd be 100 times as pissed. Scary. You bet. I imagine Ira throwing 100 chairs. 100 chairs flying towards 100 guards. Chairs flying, bow compasses swinging. Ira's like a bodhisattva? Bodhisattva? Dozens of hands. Half are for holding furniture, half are for stationery. A halo of chairs and compasses. A halo drawn with a compass. Every new compass draws another halo. 100 times more compasses. 100 times more halos. Ira is surrounded by 100 halos. We talk for a little longer. Just idle chatter while she finishes her smoke. Tell her about some of the books I've recently read. My impressions, my interpretations. I'm not exactly used to sharing these, so my thoughts come out sounding dumb and crumbled. She keeps listening though. Every time I say something, I search for Ira's face. I search Ira's face for signs of boredom. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I can't find anything of the sort. Oh jeez. Feels how happy I might die. Now I gotta go. She puts out her cigarette butt. Oh, really? Yeah. Plans. I understand. But, some of those novels sound kinda interesting. I'll check them out if I don't forget. Really? Please let me know if you do. And, sorry for that stupid philosophy talk. Can you shut up with the freaking apologies? I said thanks. Sorry. It gives me a look so threatening I cut myself off. Right, you're so real for that, Asya. Right. I hope you enjoy them? She nods in approval. Phew. Oh, and the books I read? They were, yes? Angelique. Eh? By Anne Golan. Angelique? The romance series? It's historical. It's not just lovey-dovey stuff, you know. I know. My mom really liked them. They seem wonderful. I never got to reading them, and I didn't expect you to be into. They're fine. It's not like I'm a huge fan of them or anything. You're not? It's just that if you want to read something historical or whatever, they're alright. Okay. I'll remember that. It looks like she's about to say something else. But then she turns on her heels and stomps away. See you. Yes. See you around. Ara disappears down the street. There she goes again. My body leans against a frigid wall. My legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. I never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined. And I had no idea. So she likes books like that, huh? Ira likes novels like that. It's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. Every new thing I learn about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet with her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time she'll tell me a little more about herself. It kind of feels like I hogged in the entire conversation. Now that I think back to it, it was really self-centered to me. Next time, I'll have to ask Ira more questions. I'll ask her more about the books she likes. Maybe we could talk about movies? I wonder what her favorites are. She also liked romance films? That'd be cute. I usually prefer detective films, but I really enjoy all kinds of movies. So if she wanted to watch something, maybe we could even go to the cinema? That'd be so much fun! It's been a long time since I've gone there. I need to see her again. She skips even more often than before. No point in keeping up with classes if you're getting expelled anyways. I guess that's Ira's modus operandi. To some degree, I understand it, but I still wish she showed her face from time to time. Only for one lesson. Probably wouldn't even talk. We wouldn't talk even if she came. It's not something we ever do in class, so I don't expect anything in that regard. Just seeing the back of her head would be enough. What's with you, Shabina? Huh? You're all smiles. Probably getting my advice to heart. What advice? Not looking like you're about to hang yourself for a change. Damn! Vadim, you're an asshole. It's great to see, really. Yes, it is great. We're so proud of you. How about brushing your hair next? That grin makes you look like a basket case. Thanks, Vadim. I'll do that. You're welcome. Grabs my English notebook off the table. Payment for my services. His friends chuckle along. I couldn't care less about that. Even if she isn't here today. No! Vadim, you screwed it up! No! I don't mind. I know we're gonna get to see each other soon. I'm gonna do everything to bump into Ira again. We'll walk the whole town up and down so that we'll see each other. I'll scour every corner of this place to find her. Perhaps I'm being overly reliant on the universe's kindness. At the end of the day, even if I walk all the possible routes, there's no guarantee I'll walk into Ira. But I want to believe. No, I'm convinced the world is merciful. So I've tried my hardest. Maybe my efforts will be rewarded. Of course, it's an entitled way of thinking. There's so little time left. Too little time. I need to make the most of it. I'll make as many moments I can while Ira's here. I'll make every encounter count. I'll fill this measly scrap of time with wonderful things. Ira! Hi! Ugh. Oh, Jesus, it's you. She sighs with a mixture of relief and irritation, barely holding a giggle. I'm so glad to see her. It worked, it really worked! I spotted Ira between the rows of garages on the edge of town. She was crouching down by the wooden wall, hugging a thermos with one hand and holding a cigarette in the other. What are you doing here? What does it look like? Meditating? Wrong answer. Ira shakes her head and looks back at the ground. Huh. The rush of joy that had washed over me when I first noticed her began to dwindle. Now that I take a closer look, I don't think I've seen Ira curled up in this way before. Everything in her posture screams exhausted. But why out here? Are you okay? She mutters something. Huh? Hang on me. What was that? I didn't quite catch it. Took a tentative step towards her, but Ira's scowl stopped me dead in my tracks. Eh? You spying on me now? No. I was just walking here at a garage lot. Yes. She gives me a look of such contempt it sends a shiver down my spine. Why? I'm not lying. Really. I always take these walks after school. And going to the same route gets boring over time, so I, sometimes go through here. Or through the barracks. Or a couple of times I even went to the helipad. You know, the one that's over there. As I speak, I see Ira's expression slowly change from disdain to confusion. This isn't right. Talked so nicely just a few days prior. Why then? Did she hear something bad about me? From who? I don't think she'd believe a word of Garen's. I mean, I usually stroll along the main street. Or near the community center. But it'll get colder soon, you know? So, it's better to enjoy the outdoors while you can, right? Just keep speaking, hoping she'll stop being mad at me. I need to keep going. I need to keep talking, because that's what I wanted to do with her. I wanted to talk. So I have to. Because I can't waste this moment. We can recover to this. I can cheer her up, and we'll clear everything up. And she won't think that I'm just some creep. I just can't stand it. I can't bear having her glare at me in silence. And, you know, the views are really great to hear on the outskirts. This guy's bigger, and you can see way into the tundra, and you can see way into the tundra, and what I mean is, I didn't think you'd be here. That's a lie. Well, more of a half truth. I hoped she'd be here, like I hoped she'd be wherever I went. It's just that this is not what I imagined at all. Not after our last meeting. Not after everything. She's just staring at me. For a moment her eyes soften. But she closes them, as if looking at me was just wearing her out. She takes a drag and turns away from me. God. Can't I be alone for 5 minutes? I'm sorry. I wait her to respond with something like, are you apologizing again? Cut it out. Or even just, whatever. It's fine. She doesn't say anything. I'm sorry. I'll be going then. Goodbye. Silence. I walk away. Cold wind blows in my face. The mounds of snow and garage roofs look smooth and soft. When blizzards hit, they'll get completely buried. I'd like to have a snow hill form over me too. It'd look cozy. Ah, actually, I wonder what Ira carries in her thermos. Tea would be the obvious answer. What if she's one of those people that like to have some warm soup in them? That'd be cute. I should have asked her about it. I feel like I'm going to cry. Hey, you got any plans for New Year's? What plans? I'll be with my folks. No, I mean after that. My sister's going to have a party with an upperclassman. Oh, you serious? Think we could sneak in? No way. I don't want to hang out with her. Man, come on. They're gonna have those older girls there then too, right? One's from grade 10. I bet Mishina would be there. Like she'd talk to you. Hey, you don't know that. I said we're not crashing anything. I'm gonna let us on anyways. Ugh, that's true. Where are we going then? Whose place? Not mine. We got a grandma coming over. I can't host. You? Me neither. Got him? No way. It's kind of tired recently. Really? Yeah. It's whatever, though. Work stuff, I guess. I hear ya. I'm also always so out of it. All the adults are pretty stressed, huh? Figures. It's the end of the year. Right. It's almost New Year's. It's a shame, but I don't feel festive at all. I need to help Mom decorate the house. Should I remind her about that? Feels like all of us kind of forgot about the holidays. At least I did. Well, maybe I didn't really forget. The end of the year has been looming in the back of my mind, but not as a cause for celebration. All I could think about were the days counting down to the moment Ira would move away. Ira. She's absent again. I'm not surprised. I just I wish that I could clear things up with her. I'm not sure how, but I have to. Maybe I should apologize again. What for? Did I really do something so wrong? I guess I've been pretty annoying, but I don't know anymore. I need to think of something that could cheer her up next time we meet. Will more apologies really cut it? Probably not. She'll just get more annoyed. Then maybe a small gift? That might be weird though, and I won't get any more allowance till next week. What could I even buy with a spare change? Maybe a little treat will do. A waffle? I want a waffle. Would she like a waffle? I'd like a waffle. Can I have a waffle? What the hell? She's not a freaking dog. Why does my mind always go to some weird place with her? God, I should just shut up. Focus on something else. It's just so difficult to do these days. Difficult. I forgot to try. Inhale. Exhale. There. A little clearer. I see the sidewalk a little better. The buildings, the sky, the lights. Everything around is friendly. Everything is beautiful. That's great. Those are great things to look at and think about. Though, perhaps, I shouldn't breathe so deeply. I can get really sick from this. It's been getting colder after all. My usual routes have been getting harder and harder to finish. It's not just the temperature. Paths on the outskirts get snowed over, so trudging through them tires me out really quickly. The winds are picking up too. Even when I cover up myself with a scarf, it feels as if my face is getting pelted. I'm not meeting anyone out here this weather. I should have gone to the library today. What time is it? We can still make it. Close at 6, so... No, for sure not. Oh well. They've already begun putting up New Year's decorations. Everything's lined with lights. Oh! And there's a pine tree near the community center. So tall and bare for now. Well, I like it as it is. The way that the snow rests on its branches makes it look so mighty. Alright, I'm getting into a bit of a festive mood. Wish the frost weren't so prickly, then I'd look around some more. The streets are empty, save for a couple of adults I saw walking down to the bar. Hard to imagine there would be a lot of people out on an evening like this. So why have I been meandering around like I've got nothing better to do? Every answer to this is embarrassing. The inside of our apartment block is warm and muddy orange. There's no elevator, but again, it's only 5 floors. I make my way upstairs. An idea is forming in my head. An obvious solution to the problem I've been having. It's perfect. I have the perfect plan for the evening. There's our door. It's kind of uninviting. That's just my opinion. My dad's guests find it quite welcoming. Though, judging by how quiet it is, I turn the key and enter. The only sound is the faint muttering of the TV coming from the living room. Yes, thank God, no visitors today. I hang my wet coat up to dry, take off my shoes, and quietly go down the corridor. Hi, Dad. Hello. I don't even stop to peek into the room. I won't see anything I haven't seen in it before. At least tonight seems like it will be calm. I wash my hands. When I exit the bathroom, I hear a soft voice from the kitchen. Out with friends again? Mm-hmm. Hi. Mom nods her head, staring in front of her. She's smoking again. I go in and open the window, then turn on the light. She squints from the sudden brightness. You want some tea? I'm setting the kettle. She shakes her head. I sit opposite her and wait for the water to boil. She's not saying anything, and neither am I. It's not awkward per se. I just pick up an oilcloth and float away the smoke that occasionally drifts in my direction. We're both used to this kind of thing in our own way. Even so, I go into my room as I fill up the teapot. I don't like locking myself in here. I do it every time, and every time I'm swarmed with nasty thoughts. Can't even spend some time with your own mother? You run away from her, even though she has it hard, so hard. You traitor, rat, ungrateful filth. It's a kind of self-flagellation, self-flagellation that goes nowhere. Do you think if I badmouth myself, I'll be forgiven? This happens every time and changes nothing. It's pointless. So I direct my attention elsewhere. What's I gonna do? Oh, right! Pick up my pen and start flipping through my notebooks. Ira asked me to write a poem. Just thinking back to it makes me so giddy. She said it. She told me she liked it. Ira likes my poems. Nobody has ever said that to me before. Well, Dacia did, but that was years ago. That poem, don't get Garin read. What did she like about it? Maybe I should have asked. Or was it? That's it. Oh damn blank earth, do not hold me so dearly, tenderly. Do not tear your snow white attire and sleep peacefully. I will scratch and I will beat, but frost will still glimmer. Oh, okay, I don't have time. Gah! It's so lame. I can't blame them for laughing. If anything, Garen was too nice. But at least she liked it. For some freaking reason, Ira liked it. So maybe it's not all that bad. Maybe I can make something worthwhile. At least worthwhile in Ira's eyes. That's all I really need. She got angry at me the last time I saw her. I don't know why. I messed up a lot. I really messed up a lot. I doubt she was in a bad mood because of me. But I definitely didn't help. But now I will. Maybe if I do this, she won't be so mad anymore. I've been really trying since that day. The day she helped me with the diary, I mean. I've been trying, but I just can't get the words to flow right. Today, though, I really want to do this today. I think I can do it. Haha. I'm like a kid who only does their homework when their parents yell at them. I don't even know if she'll show up to school today. Again. Bumping into her on the street is a tough bet, especially with this weather. Well, I'll try anyway. I've got nothing to lose. What's the worst case scenario? Appreciating gorgeous scenery? Oh, heaven forbid. I'm gonna enjoy this to hell and back. When I hand that poem to Ira, then it'll all be worth it. Ow. My wrist is tired. I'm gonna totally wear this down this poor eraser at this rate. I forgot to remember a new one. Just a bit annoying. Even though I asked my classmates to be more careful, they always forget about it. I didn't used to do that before. But now, whenever I lend the textbook to someone, I specifically asked them not to doodle in it. Despite that, they always come back with crude drawings all over. Can't hand them back to the library like that, and I'll get in trouble if a teacher sees it. I lean back in my chair. A week. That's how long it has been since I last seen her. It's not exactly new for her to skip several days at once at a time, but a whole week? Nobody else seems to be bothered though. I shouldn't be either. It's not her job to be my all. I don't even want to call her pit bull. Either way, it's nothing new. Nothing new, nothing bad. Maybe Ira's taking the town she's grown to love. Who knows when she'll return here after she moves out. I get that. I would do the same. But still, I just wish I could see her. Oh, hold on, let me adjust my seating. Is she still mad at me? I really hope not. But if she is, I have just the thing to help it. That's right! It's done! I wrote Ira a poem. Wonder how she'll react. I wonder if she'll like it. I really hope she likes it. Maybe she'll smile. Or what if she gets flustered? That would be so cute. I want to see her make that face again. I keep walking around. I don't really expect to see her at this point. It just feels like a duty I need to fulfill. Like a soldier patrolling the streets. Whoa, that sounds pretty cool. It's not like the weather is harsh all the time. Real colds will settle in a couple of weeks. The wind can get annoying after a few hours, but aside from that, it's bearable. It's pretty. It's all good. The main road, the two residential streets, the community center, the helipad, the garages, the parking lot, the school, The stadium, the research center, the kindergartens, the barracks. I've seen it all 1,000 times. Perhaps somewhere deep down I'm a little tired of this view. But I can't hate it. And I can't pretend like I won't miss it when it ceases to exist. When I finish school, I'll go to university. I'll tell everyone I'm from Vorkuta, not Vorkuta 5. Vorkuta, sorry, because Vorkuta 5 does not exist. People from Vorkuta 5 do not exist. The ones outside will ask me something about Vorkuta, the real Vorkuta. I'll answer with zero hesitation. If I couldn't do that, I wouldn't be allowed to leave at all. To leave Vorkuta 5, you have to deny its existence. I have to deny his existence no matter how much I want it to exist. My honest reaction. I have to deny. I have to. I have to. But it's tough. So tough that I'm not sure I'll ever manage. I'll probably slip up and blurt out something incongruent. I do slip up a lot. I hope I'll get better at it by then. Unless he raises his eyebrow. Maybe I should stop. I lower my scarf and take a big breath. Ouch! Seriously gonna catch a cold from this. Ugh, at least my head feels really clear. I look up and see the familiar purple-gray of northern twilight. No, not twilight. Today is the first day of this year's polar night, so I won't see the sun until the tail end of December. It's nothing too bad. Personally, I don't mind the dark. Some people seem to get really depressed during this time, but I'm not one of those. If I stay out for just a little longer and wait for the clouds to clear, I'll see the stars come fully into view. It's a beautiful sight, especially from here, from barracks, far better than the dinky silver sliver of the sky I'd see from my apartment windows. I wish that I could stick around for longer. It's getting too cold. I start making my way back. The crypt rows of worker housing disappear behind bigger and better homes. Is that a spaceship? There's that old playground just around the corner. That's right. We used to go there all the time with Tosia. Even back when it was kind of unpopular. They built a newer one just 5 minutes away, so we often got to have the whole thing to ourselves. I guess that's why we had liked the place. Somehow today feels quieter than ever. I can hear a faint clinking sound as the wind passes through the swing set chains. I slow down. There's a figure sitting on a frozen merry-go-round. A drunkard? No, we don't have those kinds of people here. He's not out and about on the streets. And the frame doesn't seem like it belongs to a man either. $50, it's Ira. I approach, gently making my way through the snow. My Valenki sink into it with almost no resistance, almost zero sound. When was the last time we've had snow this soft? I don't remember. Perhaps I've stopped noticing the crunch of ice under my feet. Perhaps it's me being too focused on the person I've now recognized. It's Ira. $50! That's right. That's right. Give me that half a child. Give me that half a child. Yeah. The sock bucket puppet? My Why is Twink censored? Hold on. Wait, I don't know how Great. I should change my settings later after the stream. Twink being censored is so funny. Holy. She's hunched over, elbows on her knees, hood down despite the cold. Her hair is tangled, half wet from the snow. What is she doing out here? Smoking or... Uh-huh. I stop a few meters away. Ira is letting out quiet, gasping sobs. Ira? She looks up fast, as if jolted awake. Eyes red and puffy, face raw from wiping it at it with her sleeves. There's a bit of snot on her upper lip. What do you want? I don't know what to answer. What do I want? All I can think about is how I've never seen a person look so small. Ira wipes at her hands, her eyes again and stands. She stumbles a little, trying to regain her usual posture. What, another one of your hangout spots? Damn creep. Her voice cracks halfway through. Well, enjoying the show? I slowly shake my head. No. I just saw you. Ira rubs her nose on her sleeve again. Her hands are shaking. Then go back to wherever the hell you came from. Go home. Asya. This isn't for you. I take a small step forward. I want to say something. Anything. My head draws a blank. Before I can squeeze out a single word, Ira turns around and stumbles through the snow, away from the playground. Can't even muster the courage to call out to her, let alone follow. I simply watch as Ira vanishes into the alley. If not for her footprints, I believe she's never even there. The snow keeps falling. A feeling I've long forgotten swells inside me. I've learned not to acknowledge it, so it got buried many layers deep. The hollow space inside my chest grows darker. The sky is full of pinpricks. The world is looking down on me, but not in the way other people do. It's kind and gentle, and I don't feel small under its gaze. Its eyes are pure and tender. Woohoo! Oh yeah, I forgot about her. What time is it? I'd like to save, please. It does, kind of. I like how deep it feels. It's so simple, yet it feels kind of deep. Especially like the starting sequence. I think the starting sequence is nice. Where Asya was talking about the universe wishing to be observed. Everyone's like grade 8 except for Marina, who's like grade 9. The aesthetic is really cool. Yeah, I might continue this maybe tomorrow-ish. But the opening sequence is pretty cool. I like the opening sequence a lot. And I'm so happy about this. This is pretty cool. The scenes are really cool. There is the DLC, which, oh, it was only 2 days ago? Tempting. It's tempting to get it. I like it. But, probably, be ending the stream here. And then I'll stream again, hopefully, if I have time tomorrow. Because I assume, if I check here, I might be free tomorrow. Hold on. Let me double check my schedule. I do have some stuff I need to do. Huh. I'll see if I can manage just to stream tomorrow. Mystic sent me in something. Yo! It's me! Woohoo! Les has also just been constantly sending me stuff on Instagram. But anyways, fun times. Probably end the stream. Let's see if I can do something. Let's see if I can do a little raid to even though there's literally no one. Anyways, I'll be sending updates, and soon enough I'll have the Discord server ready. So, look out for that. I'll be having that set up, and you'll be able to join, have the updates, have my schedule. Basically, just have everything that you'll need. The little community. Stuff like that. Fun times. Yeah. Anyways, I'm sending you over to Les now. Bye-bye. Enjoy Les's stream with Nico.